would you rather have the Niners, if you could go back, and would you rather have the Niners trade for Carson Wentz, or would you rather have them trade for Trey Lance?
Man, that's a tough one because you don't have to. Trey Lance is cheap against the cap, but giving up 3 first-round picks for him is harsh. And so like, which one would you rather? I think I'd rather have Trey. I think I'd rather have Trey. I think he's a better player. He doesn't have the injury issue. He's like 8 years younger, and he's cheaper against the cap. I think they did the right thing. What about you?
Now, I would take Trey also because he is cheaper with the cap. But the
Yeah,
other reason why I would take Trey Lance is because with Trey Lance, with Carson Wentz, like if you look at Carson Wentz in his MVP season, he
yeah,
absolutely balled out in his MVP season. He
yes.
absolutely balled out in his MVP
That was
season.
year two of
That
his
was year
of
two,
his
but
career.
he didn't win
Yeah,
MVP, but he
no,
absolutely balled out that season.
he did. He
And the
was very
thing
good.
about Carson Wentz is, if you look back and you watch the highlights of that season, he would
Mhm.
run out of the pocket, do all those crazy things, and if he was stayed healthy all those games, he would have won MVP. But then
Yeah,
after that, after his injury, same thing with Jimmy Garoppolo. I feel like
yeah,
after Jimmy Garoppolo's injury, he lost all his confidence, and he
yes.
would sit in the pocket and try to rush throws and do all of that instead of scrambling and doing what he did in 2016.
He
So why would
fearless.
you trade for?
Yeah,
Why would you trade for a guy that basically he's more athletically gifted than Jimmy Garoppolo, but both Jimmy Garoppolo and him lost all their confidence after their injuries because they have
yeah,
zero confidence in their
that's
skills.
true.
And like Carson, like Jimmy Garoppolo, that one play he tried to run and he got injured. Does Jimmy Garoppolo run anymore? No, he absolutely doesn't
No,
run
he
anymore. He
doesn't.
just sits in the
No,
pocket and he takes a sack and goes like this, and
that's true.
he's like a statue. Carson Wentz
Yeah,
doesn't even run anymore.
that
He
yeah,
tries to make risky throws and tries to force it in there instead of running and using his legs, which he almost won MVP with, but he got injured, right? So both those guys played with fear. Even moving beyond the cap and how much we had to give up for Trey Lance, that Carson Wentz plays with fear. He doesn't have his confidence that he did
yeah,
back in 2016. And it
yeah,
shows on the field. Like last year, he led the league in interceptions. He could have ran with the ball and taken it off, but instead, he tried to force a throw or he made bad plays and bad decisions, and he led the league in turnovers last year.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't want
No,
another
I
Jimmy
think Trey
Garoppolo.
Lance. You don't want none of that. You got to like He's mentally broken, Carson Wentz. So is Jimmy Garoppolo, and it's
Yep.
hard to put quarterbacks like that back together. Alex Smith was mentally broken before Jim Harbaugh became the head coach, and I think one of the best things Harbaugh did was like pump life back into Alex Smith. You're good. Don't listen to the critics. I think you're good. My name is Jim Harbaugh, and I say you're good. And remember, before every game, he would like hit him on the pads and like you're tough, you're a warrior, believe in yourself, all that stuff. It was it was very impressive what Jim Harbaugh did, and Kyle could do that. I mean, he needs to do that for someone needs to do that for Jimmy Garoppolo at some point in his life because he needs it. Carson Wentz needs it. He may get it right. He's now with that coach who believes in
Yeah,
him. So,
Frank Reich, who is
Nick,
his in
yeah,
Frank. If Carson Wentz works out in Indianapolis, it's good. But the thing about trading him with the Niners is that both those guys have no confidence. Carson Wentz, if he
yeah,
plays well in Indianapolis, he'll gain back his confidence. But in Philly, he had no confidence. His last year in Philly, and
yeah,
after his injury, he was not the same because he used to run a lot. If you watch that 2016, like his first game, killed Washington, and all those games like
yeah,
he was gonna get sacked, and he ran out of the pocket and tried to run, and he was really good at doing that. But last year, he led the league in interceptions because he didn't run out of the pocket when he could, and that's why I feel like we shouldn't. I was happy with the Trey Lance pick over Carson Wentz because if you trade for a guy like Carson Wentz, both Jimmy Garoppolo and Carson Wentz have no confidence, and also that cap hit. Carson Wentz has such an expensive contract.
yeah. I mean, I gotta hold you to the 5 minute rule, but it's always great to see you.
Yep.
Glad you got to call in from your cousin's house, man. Have a
Well,
good day
tomorrow I'll
with
be
your
back
cousin.
home, so hopefully I'm pretty sure I'll have better Wi-Fi. So I'll see you tomorrow.
It all worked out, man. Good to see you. Have a good one.
See ya.
Peace. All right, I'm gonna answer a couple of questions real quick. And I'll get back to the calls. Marcus says might have missed this, but how do you feel about Kittle's tight end? I think it's dope. I just hope he's staying healthy. It's a very charitable idea. The idea is that like tight ends are second class citizens in the NFL and they don't get paid as much as offensive linemen or wide receivers, yet they do both of those jobs. And if they can come together, pump each other up, share their knowledge and skills, and bring awareness to tight ends, I think it's really, really cute and commendable. Very cute though. What I would appreciate more is if George Kittle would prioritize his time and get back to me on DM. So yeah, good job. But what's really important here, George? Tight ends or me? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Last one. Human Race Win says, I would go back and run the clock out in the Super Bowl. How did we not say that? Yeah, I guess that's the right answer.